Hi, I'm Liz from Caravan Guard Insurance. Everyone likes to save a bit of money, and we think you can still enjoy the freedom of caravanning on a budget. So in this video we speak to 5 experienced caravanners and ask them for their top cost-cutting tips when touring. Let's see what they have to say.
Obviously the price of fuel these days has been a concern for a lot of people, so why not go and caravan close to your home? There's lots of lovely sites out in the local areas, so just go to somewhere that's actually near to home.
Reducing the weight of the caravan can actually reduce the amount of fuel that you're using, and the cost of fuel now, that can be quite significant. And what have you got in your caravan that you don't need? How many times have you bought something then bought it again and again? So go through and check what you really need to have in there with you for your journey. If you don't need it, maybe you can sell it. Loads of sites that you can sell it for, probably loads of people that want to buy it.
If you're a member of National Trust English Heritage, you probably already know that you will save an awful lot of money on entry and car parking, and if you are travelling abroad, the NaVCIS card gives you a substantial discount, especially if you're travelling peak season.
The manner in which we drive whilst towing does make a huge difference to our fuel economy. So before we head off on holiday, I tend to research where we're going, and I make sure that I can take in as many A roads, B roads, including motorways and dual carriageways as possible. The idea being that if I can cruise for longer and not start in traffic or go through small villages or towns, then all the better for my fuel economy. But also before we head off, I do check the tyre pressures, not just here in the caravan, but also the car as well, to make sure that they are correct for when we're towing. That does make a huge difference to the fuel economy whilst you're on the road. And then finally, whilst we are on site, I use apps such as petrol prices to find the local petrol stations at the cheapest prices based upon where we are staying. So make sure I don't get ripped off at the fuel pump.
If you go to a site with facilities, with a playground for example, then use the playground. And most sites have things like forestry walks or footpaths nearby, which you can go for nice walks and see the scenery. Also, if you want to be even more on a budget, if you don't use the facilities, don't pay for a site with facilities, find one without them. You can also take your own toys of footballs and other outdoor tennis rackets. Yeah, you can also take your own board games. It saves you having to go out every day, spending money every day. You can go out once a week or once a trip, for example, but it's just not every day on a budget. Just stay in and just enjoy the area. Or sometimes if there's a local park nearby, you can combine a park and a walk at the same time.
Maybe look at going to the smaller sites like the Caravan and Motorhome Club, the Camping and Caravanning Club. They have their certificated locations. You could go and stay on farms. They obviously have some really good sites. Caravans have got all the facilities you need. You've got your toilets, you've got your shower. They are made to go off grid, which is fantastic, which means that you can go and stay on these farm sites and really enjoy the great outdoors.
The second cost saving tip is about security, and you might think that's a bit of a strange thing, you know, how can security, spending money on devices, be cost saving? Well, spending money on good devices, sold secure or approved products like that, can actually then work to reduce the amount of insurance that you've got to pay. Your premium is key. Make sure you get the right cover, but also benefit from the various arrangements you can make with an insurer for fitting those products. If they've got recommended products, use them. They may say you've got to go to Sole Secure or got to go to this particular after theft recovery, for tracking of your caravan, and alarm notifications. They're all things that can save money against your premium. Most people want a reduction on their car insurance premium and they work hard for that, so why not do the same for your caravan? Save a few pounds or even pence, they all add up.
I find there are 4 big costs involved when we go on holiday. Obviously getting there, staying there, doing things whilst we are there, but of course eating and drinking. And for that reason, we tend to cook our own food in the caravan. We do go out occasionally, but the majority of our food is here in the caravan. We have everything that we need. We have our own cooker, microwave, we have everything that we need to cook a great meal. The whole family gets involved. We participate in a bit of outdoor cooking to show off our dubious cooking skills to the rest of the campsite, but we do enjoy it, and it is a great experience for the whole family to get involved. So if nothing else, it saves us a wedge of cash, but also is something that we enjoy together.
Our second top tip is for to save on cattery and kennel fees. Take your pets with you. They're part of the family anyway, and let's face it, everyone likes a holiday. So we take our 2 cats, and they've even been to the Arctic Circle twice, and they chilled out and absolutely love it. There's nothing better for them really than in a home environment.
Before you go, I just want to talk about gas. This is probably at the forefront of people's minds at the moment, especially if you use the smaller bottles that have been discontinued. Refillable systems will also save you a lot of money. You will have that initial outlay for the bottles, but after that, if you want to refill your gas bottle, cost could be about £6. The last bottle I exchanged was about £26. So if you're going to be saving £20 a bottle, you will soon pay off that initial outlet. And going back to European trips, you will also be able to fill up wherever you are.
So there you go, a huge thank you to all those experienced caravanners for their cost-saving tips. And remember to make sure you don't pay for too much cover when insuring your caravan. For example, if you're not planning on going abroad, you won't need European cover on your caravan insurance policy. Increasing your excess will also reduce your caravan insurance premium, or insuring your caravan for market value. And as Tim mentioned, various security and safety devices will also help to save some money on your premium. You can trust Caravan Guard to ensure your freedom. Thanks for watching and enjoy your caravanning. Take care.